So method we have seen yesterday, definition we have seen just. So what is a method?
It is a set of instructions written to perform a particular task.
Yeah. And what are the properties?
Return type and parameter.
So a set of instructions written to perform a task. And two properties. What are the two properties? First is return type. Second is parameters. So here return type is also can be of two things, right? One is with return type and the other thing is without return type. So what do you mean by without return type? What keyword we use?
Void.
Yes, we use void keyword. So here parameters also can be considered as with parameters, without parameters. Based on these two properties, let's say I'll explain what do you mean by return type and what do you mean by parameters. Let's say two blocks are there. Every time main method is known as the main block. And whatever the user is writing, that's a subblock. So here we can see it as subblock. And here you can see it as main block. So when I say return C, so that is return type. That might be integer, float, anything. So whenever return type is there, the value is getting transferred actually. So with return type means every time the value is getting transferred. Without means the value doesn't transfer. Simple thing. With return type, that is, and you need to understand that whenever you return, you can return only one value. Subblock to main block. So when I say parameters, let's say I'm saying sum of 10, 20. Those are two values for the parameters, like integer values. So what happens? The values are getting transferred from main block to subblock. There's only two things. Whenever you say return type, only one value can be transferred from subblock to main block. There is no other option. When I say parameters, that is with parameters, many values can be transferred. Main block to subblock. Okay. So is this thing clear? Any doubts?
Here the value is transferred from subblock to main block. So is define the subblocks before the main block?
Yeah, before or after, anywhere you can define. It's not about you need to define it below itself, above itself. It's just that whenever we say return, The value will be transferred from subblock to main block.
Main block.
Any other doubts?
Okay.
No.
Okay. So next, based on these two properties, the methods are classified into 4 types. One is what method without return type and without parameters. There were 2 things with the combinations I'm writing. Okay. So next, what is the example you can say without return type in the sense void sum without parameters. Method with return or without return type and with parameters. Example, parameter in the sense in the parenthesis we can declare any number of variables. There is no restriction. Next, method with return type and without parameters. So whenever I say without return type, we use void. But whenever we say with return type, we need to have the return type, what type of value we are transferring. Int sum of open and close parenthesis. Method with return type and with parameters. Or is it int sum of int x comma int y. That's it. So next thing here, let's see a scenario where we can define, because for everything we are writing sum itself. But we'll take a real-time example and how it will work out. Let's say I have a seller, I have a buyer. Which is the main block, which is the subblock? How to define it? The main thing you should see from way to way the money is getting transferred. Every time buyer gives the money to the seller. So buyer is the main block. Seller is the subblock. Okay. And next thing, suppose now I have a university and a student. Tell me which is the buyer, which is the sorry. Tell me which is the main block and which is the subblock.
Student is the main block.
Main block.
Student is the
Main block.
university is the
Sub block.
because student is paying the fees to the university, right? Now I have a customer, I have a restaurant. Which is the main block? Which is the sub block?
Customer main block.
Customer is the main block and restaurant is the
Sub
Block.
correct. Okay. So let's take a restaurant example itself. Like interaction between a customer and a restaurant, we'll write a program using these 4 types of methods. then it will be clear to you way to use return type, way to use parameters and all. Okay. So you are able to follow here till now? Like which is
Yes.
the main block, which is a sub block, and why we are having these things.
Yes.
So next, we'll write a program based on it. I'll create a class with customer as the main method and restaurant as the sub method. Now tell me, if a customer visits the restaurant, what is the first thing we do?
We'll order something.
See, in order to order, what do you have to do?
Menu.
So the first thing what you do is you see the menu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So customer is there. That is the main block, main method. And we have one more thing known as class restaurant. Okay. Now tell me, first thing we see the menu in the sense, while seeing the menu, restaurant is not giving anything, customer is not giving anything. So void, because return type is not there. Void menu, parameters are not there. Okay. System dot out dot println. What is it menu? Suppose it's a tiffin thing. So you can see idli is there, dosha is there. Food is there. So here without return type, without parameters. That's the first type of method, right? Instead of void sum, what you can say void menu. Yeah, customer is not giving anything, restaurant is not giving anything, right? Now, how to execute this menu, which is present inside the restaurant? What do you have to do here?
Creating object.
Correct. So in the main method, the first thing we do is we create the object. Okay. And first we need to create the object for the restaurant because restaurant has the menu. Consider Oris is a restaurant, new restaurant. Now how to execute the menu?
Um.
Return value.
How to execute the menu? Menu is there. I need to execute it.
We pick some item.
Always dot. We have to write the name idli and
Yeah.
dosa.
Menu dot.
Or is dot
Or is
idli.
dot.
Yes.
Or is dot.
Menu.
Okay.
See, object dot that variable, object dot the method.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever you do with the object itself. Remember that. Previously it was variable, we called the variable like rahul.id. Now it's a method, we call the method. Let's run this thing. We got the menu, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next, after seeing the menu, what we do?
We'll
We
order.
order.
Yes. Now, who is giving the order to whom?
Customer is giving to
For
restaurant.
restaurant.
So main block is giving the values to the sub block.
Mhm.
Now, what is that? What type of thing? Is it return type, with return type, or without return type? Is it with parameter or without parameter?
It will be return type with parameter.
We'll have return type also. What the restaurant is returning?
Food.
When you give the order, they just directly place it there, or will it take some time?
It will take some time.
Then the restaurant at that moment itself will not give the food, right?
Without return type and with parameter.
Correct. Because first it has to take the order. While taking the order, they don't give anything, right? They just take the order. So void take order with parameters. What is that? String order 1, string order 2. In this way, we can do it. Or else we can have only one order. For suppose I have only one order. System.out.println order given is plus order 1. So whatever the variable, if I write order, I'll give order here. So whatever you declare, that you need to use. In this, any doubts?
No.
Next, how to call it? How to call this thing? How did we call menu? The same we'll call the tick order, right?
Yeah.
Take
Try to respond. Being on mute doesn't mean anything, right? What's the use of being on mute?
Or is dot take order.
Yes, take order. But if I give it as MD, it will give an error, right?
Yes, because it having parameters. Oh no.
Here we need to give an order. Like customer has to give whether it's idli, dosha, vada, puri. What is that? He need to give it. He's not giving anything. So what I can do? Directly, I'll just say dosa. Suppose if I'm giving only dosha, there is no problem. But if I do two values, what's happening? Again, error is coming, right? The method take order in the type restaurant is not applicable for the arguments two strings. Because here only one.
One.
Is there. And you are trying to send two values.
two.
So how the method works in the sense, if it is only one parameter, only one parameter. If it is string, you will give string itself. Machine will not execute based on our assumption. Whatever is written, based on that, that value must be given. Okay?
Okay. Understood. Yeah.
Save this thing and execute. Order given is dosha. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts? Lavanya, Nidhi, Priya, Deepika, Priyanka.
No, sir.
No doubt. Yes.
But this is very important. The parameter is here 1. So only 1. But if I have two orders, again it's giving error, right?
Sir, because it is having parameters, that's the reason we have mentioned the name here in object.
Not in object. This is object. Here, this is method. Here the parameter is there. That's the reason we mentioned in double quotes. It is.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason we have mentioned here, right? Because in the menu, we haven't mentioned anything.
Yes, because string value every time comes under double quotes. Next thing here, two orders are there. I'm sending only one. Again error. So machine, how it will works based on the number of parameters and them only, and that type itself, not others. Okay. Save
Sir,
this.
if we have given two parameters, how to write, I mean, in double quotes and then again double quotes and some name?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Just now I've given it also, right? Like this.
Okay.
Now there is no error because two are there. I'm giving two. If only one I give, then I get error. If above also only one is there, then it's fine.
Then it's executed.
This is important. Like how many parameters, the type, everything you should consider. Based on that only you can send the values.
We can take other data type also instead of a string.
Yeah.
Yes, there is no restriction. You can take into float, double, but based on requirement.
Okay.
Here, if I say idli, idli will be in string only, right?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Sir, but the parameter should be of the same type, right?
Yeah. If it is numbers, say I take int because the number 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. Again, I am getting error, right? Because the method take order is of int and I am passing string. So int you can't pass string. Then what you have to do? You need to pass either 1, 2,
One.
3, like that. Clear?
Yes.
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 Whatever the type you want, you can take it, and based on that, you can send it. And if you observe here, void is there. If I say return now, it is giving error, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Void methods cannot return a value. So whenever you keep void, you cannot return.
Okay.
So you are printing there itself. And here, menu is with the restaurant itself, right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason menu has been, like system.println has been used there itself. Any doubts in this thing? Everyone?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Excuse me, if you had written that void take order, string order, okay? And if we want to add means number of quantity, for example, so that will take integer,
Yes.
okay? So if in that line only, if I write integer, I mean amount, yeah, we can write.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There is no restriction like that. String is there, only string should be taken.
Oh yeah, no, actually you did the order two, and then we run it here. I mean, we right. So I have that little confusion with this string and integer. That's why I thought
Yeah.
of. Oh yeah, got it.
If any restrictions are there,
Yeah.
I would have told you, right? Simple.
Okay.
Whatever the
Okay.
restrictions are there, I'm telling you.
Okay.
If I'm not telling it, there is no restriction.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So till now we have used void. That's fine. But after giving the order, what the restaurant will do?
Prepare food according to order.
Yeah, after preparation. After preparing the food, what they will do?
They will
They will serve.
serve.
Serve. Because no one has been to restaurant, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking simple questions. They will serve the food, right? So
Yes.
serving the food, is it with return type or with parameters?
Return type with.
With
Yes,
return
With return
type,
type.
without
Return type and
parameters.
correct. Because restaurant is a sub block and customer is a main block.
Maybe.
And here, what is the type must be taken? Is it int, float, string, double, char?
I think
string.
string.
String. Because the input is of string type, then the
Good.
return type also will be of string type, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So whenever I use string, we need to return a value.
Yeah.
Yes.
What of return?
Dosha.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how to call this output here?
Or is
Or is
Or is
Or is serve food.
dot
dot
sub.
serve.
food.
But there is a difference. If you are doing the same way as menu and take order, where there is void, right?
Yeah.
Then what's the problem?
While we can't.
Start.
So what will be the output?
Um,
We can't write the return value.
dosha will be the return type, so output will be dosha.
If it is void, we can return the value. We can't write.
Yeah, see, here also, here if I'm returning, if I execute this, what I'm getting, served is not getting displayed, right? Because I haven't written it anywhere.
Yeah.
Here service food should be written dosha.
Yes, see, served return, it's correct. Dosha is getting returned to the customer.
Mm-hmm.
But are we writing any system.println?
No. Return is.
So when this return is done, this value is stored in this serve file.
Yeah.
Okay.
How they serve the food? They serve the food in a plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So this dosha came to serve food. From serve food, it went to the plate.
Okay.
Now system.out.println serve food or food served is whatever is there in the plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I run this thing, food served is dosha. Understood what we are doing here?
Yes.
Yeah, but why can't we write system.out.println there, like before returning type?
Because if we write here itself, is it the restaurant people eating the food or the customer?
Customer.
So if we write here itself, the food will be with the restaurant itself, right?
Oh yeah.
They should not eat. We should eat, right? We ordered it.
Yes.
Difference is clear, right?
Hmm.
Yes.
We have written system.println there because they should have the menu. They only will have the menu. Even when you return also, the menu will be with the restaurant itself. When you are giving the order, the restaurant should have the order what you have given. So they are writing it system.println. So they can see that thing. But coming to serve food, the food should not be with the restaurant. It should be returned to the customer. So we have returned it to the customer, right?
It saves this string serve food. The return dosa save in that is string serve food.
Yeah.
And whenever we want to print out the data this dosa, then we write the system.out.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, the customer should know what they are being served, right? Not the restaurant, because restaurants already knows what they are returning.
Okay.
Still any doubts on this thing?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So
Right. Now, string plate, some memory will occupy, right?
Yes.
yes.
So if you want to be a good programmer, save the memory. How to save it? When I say return dosa, this is inside this line itself, right? This function calling or the method calling.
Mhm.
So let's remove the plate and keep the method calling directly here itself. This is also fine, right? There is no error. Memory is getting saved. One extra memory we have removed, and when we run it, we got the same output. This
So
is
that extra memory is not required, like we are mentioning
yes.
the plate. Okay.
So for a better programmer, we'll reduce the memory. We can write in both the ways. We can see the same output came, but string plate occupies some memory. Okay.
Okay.
Next. So you have they have served the food. You have eaten the food. Next thing is what?
Customer will pay to the restaurant.
Correct. Paying the bill. So who is paying the bill to whom?
Customer is
Customer.
paying to restaurant.
The
Customer is giving the amount to the restaurant, and what the restaurant will give the receipt, right?
Yes.
yeah.
What will happen? String
Mm.
paid
With return type with parameter.
with return type with parameters.
Parameter.
You can see here, we can consider all the four types here.
Mhm.
Void take order. Next is that string pay bill amount. So amount is an integer. That's the reason I have given integer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And receipt in the sense paid or not will be a string.
String.
What I have to do?
It can be float also, right?
Amount, yes, amount can be float also. So system.out.println amount given is what you have written? Pay.
Bill.
Now tell me how to call the pay bill.
System.out.println amount is given
Bill.
plus
Plus.
sorry
Already
bill.
amount given is written there, right?
Yeah.
Or is dot pay bill.
Mm.
How much is the bill that we have to pay? So you understood why we are writing this here because it is written here, right?
Yeah.
Now you can see that amount given should be fixed by the restaurant.
Sir, can't we write amount given is?
Already here is written here.
Yeah, but in before like previous one you have written right food is served and then the same.
Yeah, that's why I've written right. Paid or not will be coming. If you want, you can write here amount given and bill paid.
Mm.
See, it's up to us. What you want to display, you can write it right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Everyone, is it clear? Like Lavanya, is it clear?
Yes.
Priya,
Yes, sir.
Nidhi,
Yeah, clear. Yes, clear.
Deepika,
Clear. Clear, sir.
Priyanka.
Clear.
Right. See, I'll give one more example also, a simple one. For university also, you can see the things. This is the main block.
Student.
This is a subblock. Void list of colleges will be there.
I just wanted to add
Right? That is without data type, without parameters. Void select colleges. Who will select the colleges? Student.
Student.
So college code might be there or anything. So college 1, college 2, like this, how many colleges you want, you can have. Next, after that, what will be that college? Like what is that college selected? Okay, seat allotted. So in which college seat allotted, we are returning it. Pay fees. Fees. Confirmation will be given. So again, the 4 types of methods are being used, right?
Yes, sir.
So now what you need to do is write this program and then on your own write 2 more programs on your own. Okay.
Okay.
And I want it to be done before tomorrow's session. This is very important because now you have learned how to write a variable, what are the types of variables, what are the types of methods. Once these 2 things are done, we are done with the programming, right? Like class, variable, method can be written directly. Okay. Any doubts, anyone? So that's it for today. Make sure you have written the 3 programs, one this example and the remaining 2 on your own. Individually, take the screenshot and keep it in individually to me. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
If you have any doubts, ping me in the Skype.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
And don't neglect, make sure you do it by tomorrow.
Okay.